Hey everyone, Caront here, welcoming you back to Wild Arms. In the last episode, we went through the sealed library and ended up beating up a bookie monster, otherwise known as Nelgal. And then we ended up making our way over here to Adlehyde, where we got the crew together for a mission in Lolithia's tomb. Before I do that though, I want to take you guys on a grand tour of Adlehyde a bit, just to see what needs to be seen and pick up a few things. We've got, of course, the weapon shop we already saw here. Alright, yeah. Okay. But we've got the weapon shop, we've already been through there, so let's go ahead and move on to the magic shop here, where you can take care of Crestcraft stuff if you have any, but we don't have any right now. Then move on through here, and we have a house that we can go in, but there's not really much to it yet, except a heelberry. So that'll come into play a little bit more as we get later on in the adventure. We have your church here, with a priest to basically visit your infirmities if you have any issues that you need to take care of. Here we have just kind of random house, not much to it. Don't think. Let's see, first person at the festival. Okay, yeah, what the big deal is around here right now is the founders or the leaders of Adlehyde are planning an excavation festival, which it's almost time for it. And everybody's getting ready, everybody's all excited about all that stuff. We have a mayor who doesn't really seem to do a whole heck of a lot, really. And then we've got, random person here. Okay, yeah, Lolithia's Tomb, the Palace of the Gods. Wow, that sounds fancy. Okay, so we can head out of there. Let's step over this direction. Ow. I guess can't go there. Let's step this direction for a second. Graveyard, not really much to it. You also have a random grave here, which we can't really see anything about. Like I said, I'll be running into walls a lot. But up here, more importantly, we have the Zeldux statue. Zeldux, the Guardian of Stability, they call him. He is basically, if you want to talk about sort of patron guardian, he is in essence a patron guardian of Adlehyde, if you want to think of such things. This is the hospital, and apparently we've got folks who are just busy talking about either the thing going on at the tomb or the festival. Here we have a doctor. Well, at least he thinks he's a doctor anyway. Of course, we talked to this guy next to him. Okay, he just has stuff to say about the tomb, or the ruins. But as we'll find out, this doctor is not exactly so great of a doctor. Funny you should mention that. I think Cecilia's a pretty nifty gal myself, but that's just me. Alright, ow. Get out of my way. Ow. Like I said, lots of wall bumping. It'll happen a pretty good amount during this adventure. Alright, let's move over this direction. One thing I will point out about Emma's place, which we saw earlier. Okay, yeah. Okay, right, we know. Is you've got this gentleman over here who, if you talk to him, you can upgrade your arm. And you've got 3 different categories in which you can upgrade it: attack, the hit percentage, and the number of bullets it has. Main thing I would want to upgrade right now with the hand cannon is its attack, and it almost completely vacates my Jella, so we can go ahead and do that, because our equipment we've got is actually pretty good right now, but that's about all we can do right now. Later on, when we have more money, of course, we'll be able to do more upgrading. Let's see, random house here. Okay, and I guess you don't... I thought there was something down here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's see. We've gone through the left section and wrapped around, so let's go ahead and go over here, where we have the bar. Of course, again, it's just mostly random people talking. The traps found in the ruins. Well, I wouldn't say they're more dangerous than the monsters, but they're certainly a little harder to avoid. And nothing for me. Okay. Over here, we have a little house that really we can't do much with yet. We will come back to this area later. Of course, you can tell we will because there's a treasure chest sitting there just waiting to be plucked, and we can't get to it yet. Darn it. Anyway, head up here, and if you try to go this way, well, I guess we can go to the festival grounds, huh? Well, this is in essence the festival ground, which we're going to be going to, but there's not really much to do here yet. They said they don't have everything ready. So if we try to run up through here, well, yeah, there's not much we can do here right now. Yeah, it's not ready, nothing's open. I was a little surprised we could go here. I kind of forgot you could do that, so. Okay, so back into Adlehyde proper. Roll around through the trees and crash into them all. If we go all the way up here, we've got a little secret kind of waiting for us. You must have been bored to come all the way up here. Nah, we knew there was treasure, haha. Then dash back through, or just walk back through the forest because you don't want to run into it. Then we go in here to the kind of the upper part of the lower levels, unless it's the same places. Yeah, okay, so just move over here. I don't think you have much interesting to say. Yeah, I look just like Cecilia because I am Cecilia. Okay, that didn't sound right. Anyway, move over, and we've got a couple of things that are worth interest here. Dig out some items. Yeah, there we go. Hello. Don't think there's anything over on this side, but I could be wrong. Ah, glad I was wrong. Then I think we've already explored everything down. Yeah, this is the hospital. Okay. Just go ahead and go on through here. We've got 2 big boxes that, of course, we need Rudy's bombs to take out. And then I think we've got all the hospital areas over here. So that's pretty much that for Adlehyde proper. If we move up through here, we come to Adlehyde Castle. And there's not a whole heck of a lot really in terms of a huge amount of variety. Basically, hello Adlehyde, and random Adlehyde guards, of which there are many. I'm going to switch to Cecilia because, of course, she's princess, and this is her home. So let's go ahead and walk in here and talk to the king, aka Papa. Sorry, please wait a moment. No, it can't be. Shh, I'm back, Father. No one recognizes me. It's fun to be anonymous. You don't mind, do you? Why are you back so early? The festival isn't open yet. I have my reasons. And I don't particularly want everyone making a big deal. You've never liked crowds, I remember that. It's been 10 years. Look how you've grown. You look just like your mother. Let me remain anonymous until the start of the festival. Sorry to keep you waiting. Okay, well, that's pretty much that. Humble king who reveres learning. Minister Johann is basically the prime minister of Adlehyde, and he's very much King Adlehyde's second in command, does a lot of the more menial work that a king doesn't really need to do. Alright, so let's go ahead and move through the castle here, and we have this little door, which you talk to it, sealed by magic. This is what's called a duplicator door, and we don't have any duplicators yet, as you see here. We will get them at some point in time, and once you do, then you can start opening these doors up to be able to get the treasures that lay behind them. Don't worry, there is nice treasure behind here, and we will be getting it. Alright, so next we move into the kitchen, which is Cecilia's favorite room, probably. She hardly ate anything. We had to bend over backwards. Well, that's definitely not the case anymore. Alrighty, and I don't think there's anything in here. No, not yet. I'm flavoring the food. Alright, well, good for you. Ow. Okay, nothing in there. Alright, I think if we... No. Alright, I think if we move through here, we go to... Yes, treasure. Alright, moonstone. Whoops, wrong button. Can be a left-hand accessory, and you see it nullifies poison, which is a good thing to have. I'm not going to equip it right now, but if you have an empty slot, or if you just want to go ahead and take care of that, then you're, of course, more than welcome to do so. Get out of my way, guard. Get out of my... There we go. Alright, move along through here, and this will basically just take us back where we had been. See, there's the castle. So, all we really need to do is go back this way and try not to run into stuff. And then we can move on through the upswing here. This is basically kind of a back hall. As you'll see, we've got lodgings here if we need them, although we can't use them right now. Random guard, again. And then we can move back over. This area isn't really important. It'll be important to some degree a little bit later on, but not terribly much. Ah, here we go. We've got a crest graph. Okay. Now, we've got that, and we can move back through here into corridors that actually you can go to if you go this way. So once we do that, you can head upstairs, and we have an outdoor area that we can run around. Well, literally, I guess. There's nothing really to see up at the top, although I'm going there anyway. There's nothing really to see except the treasure chest here, which is money. Always nice, but still not a huge draw. And then just roll south through here and run into a guard, and then run into him again. And then just kind of make your way. I mean, it's a long haul, so of course you're going to need to do some sprinting if you want to get there with any degree of speed. But just go through here, and we end up coming to the back way, actually, into parts of the castle. Don't think there's anything up here. Okay. So roll around through here, and you talk to this guy, and he's not going to let me in because he doesn't think I'm family, but phooey. That area we'll see on the other side is actually the royal lodgings, is the bedrooms of the king and the princess and all that. So just basically sprint back through and just, I mean, not really much to say. Just run and run and run and try not to run into guards, literally or figuratively. And then we can make our way back downstairs into the castle proper. Alright, so we've only got one little area that we haven't explored of the castle, or really of Adlehyde proper yet, and this area back here. Unfortunately, we can't, so we're going to have to leave that for later. Alrighty, so we've pretty much explored Adlehyde Castle, and we've basically gone through most of Adlehyde proper. So let's go ahead and run into a kid. Go ahead and roll down here, and then, good grief, this seems to be ramming day. Get ourselves all equipped and ready to go. We don't have much money, but enough to refill the arms and go to take a rest. And then we can make our way up to Lolithia's tomb. Alright, now, there's not really much to look at right now in the way of armor and weapons, so I'm just going to leave that. Let's go ahead and go into the world map. And fortunately, Lolithia's tomb is not particularly far from here. Just go north, and, well, there it is. Easy peasy Japanesey, as they say in Shawshank. Now, of course, this is the area. Yes, we're the help. Okay, Emma's waiting for us. All right. But before we do that, let's pick up some treasure. Okay, we haven't seen the potion berry yet, but as you can see, the potion berry heals 1,000 HP. Yes, as I mentioned, this game is going to be a 9,999 style game. Now, we're not going to get to that point for a bit, where we would really need the potion berries, but at least it's good to have them anyway. Go through here, and we end up finding more treasure that we can grab. Alright, looks like, yep, a couple apples, okay. Then I don't think you've really got much interesting to say. Alright, he does point out, though, that you will find exploding treasure chests, and I'll point those out as we go through, because we're going to find some of them in here. Now, it's not that hard to really figure out what to do to get them, but, you know, it's still good at least to be aware of them anyway. Now, Emma is actually up here at the top area, and by the way, push him off. Ah! That's just fun. Okay, anyway, there's Emma. Huh. The three of you together can probably break the seal. I should hope so. Past the room with the spooky demon statue lies a what? If you three work together, you should be okay. You'll be fine. With confidence, one can even learn to fly. Okay, yeah, that's going to be predicting some stuff, but no, wrong one. Crap. This is the first area where you're going to really need to use all of your tools to work together and take care of stuff. Now we got the buckler, which is a hand guard for, okay, yeah, for Rudy. All right. Now you might notice there's another treasure chest there that's just sitting there mocking us. Don't worry, we'll be able to get to that later, but for now, let's talk to these guys. Thank you for coming to our rescue. We admire your courage. Well, oh, thanks, okay. Just bomb this, and then we can make our way into Lolithia's tomb proper. Or, well, make our way into the rock so that we can make our way into Lolithia's tomb proper. Alright, now, this is, in essence, a whole bunch of puzzles that you need to try to fix or try to deal with so that you can make it through. Not too hard, really, because it's basically an intro, but all the same, you need to get through them. Alright, lots of pill bugs here, and since I haven't shown information for the pill bug yet, I'll go ahead and post it now. Basically we've seen these guys before. Granted, there's a bunch of them, but it really shouldn't be too much to deal with. Of course, this is also our first battle as the entire crew, so let's go ahead and enjoy having our 3 heroes all together, although Cecilia can't physically damage those things to save her life. Oh well. Anyway, these pill bugs, you see, now that we are a bit stronger, they're going to start running away from us. If you happen to get into encounters in lesser areas that you might not be able to deal with, or that they are very much under-leveled from you, they'll start running away and save themselves the trouble of getting killed. Alright, so we've got that taken care of, and we'll see other new enemies and old enemies as we roll through here. To avoid those exploding chests, just send hand pan at them, and bang! Now I'm going to explore the lower level a bit more first, and find that I can't do anything. Okay, come back to that later. Okay, I haven't posted information about the Tatzelbaums either, so I'll go ahead and do that, although they shouldn't be too hard at this point in time. But just roll through them. I mean, they are a little bit tougher, of course, than your pill bugs, but they still should fall relatively easily to the combined might of our 3 heroes. Alrighty. Yeah, there we go, counterattack, that'll take care of him. And then we just got one more left, which basically we can go ahead and take care of. Just go ahead and take this guy out. Alright, there we go. And the Tatzelbaums are pretty much dust, although they really weren't much to deal with in the first place. Alright, so back in here, and then of course we need to go upstairs, where we find a treasure chest. Alright, money, yay. Big rock for Rudy to blow up. Now you can go a couple of routes here. You can either continue forward this way or you can go down. I'm going to go ahead and go down so that we can hit this switch. Or we can fight a battle with the ape loss and the rat monkey first. Alright, both of these are new enemies, so I'll post their information up on the screen. And you notice we're still not in territory of huge amounts of hit points yet, but still we're getting into a little more complicated territory. Now this ape loss does mind damage, aka he takes away some of your magic. Boo. Fortunately not too much, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal at any rate. In essence, get Rudy and Jack fighting against some of the more pernicious enemies to try to take care of them so that Cecilia can focus her magical strength where she needs to. And there goes the ape loss. Sayonara! So the rat monkeys really shouldn't be that much of a struggle because they go down relatively easily. We just send a little bit more might at them and we should be good. Now, Jack is usually going to be your fastest party member. In fact, that's pretty much the whole deal throughout the game, is he is the fastest member of the party. And he's also now the highest level member of the party. One thing you're going to find if you play through the game is the levels are not going to scale evenly, because you see Jack is level 4 with terrible luck. Great. But Cecilia and Rudy are still level 3. I don't know why they set up the experience like this, because it makes it tough to really keep them in line, although ultimately you're not really going to need to worry about that too much. No, not a bomb. Hand pan. There we go. Alright, we got another crest craft, so we got a couple of spells that we can get. And looks like we got a wall we can bomb, I think. Okay, guess not. Alright, so now that we've done that, we can go back upstairs and continue on. Okay, we had 3 Tatzelbelms there, so not really a whole lot to deal with. I'm getting Rudy a little low on health though, so good idea to go ahead and keep these guys going. Fortunately, Cecilia's got enough magic really to suit just about anything we need to do. Alright, so now we can take the up path here. Long hallway. And we get 3 rat monkeys and a level up for Rudy, so now he joins the level 4 club. Alright, so we've got more of the dungeon here. You don't really have to bomb those rocks if you don't want to. I would recommend though you head this way and bomb this rock over here so that you can travel a little bit easier. Ow. Alright, we can't get to that yet. We will get to that a little bit later. So just head up the ladder here, and then we've got more ladders. Whee! Okay, we had an Apelos and a bunch of rat monkeys there, and Cecilia got to join the rest of the crew at level 4. Now, I did pick up a couple of items, a couple of travel vests, actually, and an old cape. So I'm gonna sell those whenever we get back to town, just to, make some extra money. Grab hand pan here. All right, we got revived fruit. And head on, all right, over this way. Now I'm gonna go down the ladder first and try to take care of a couple of things here. Can't do that, okay. Just head over here, and then you can bomb that rock out of the way to make travel a little bit easier. Okay, just a whole bunch of pill bugs on that one, so not a whole lot to really write home about. Just go ahead and take that out, and we can finally make our way over this direction, which is where we sort of needed to go in the first place. Now, I worked my way around so that we could go ahead and take care of all the rocks and be able to do everything we needed to do to ultimately carry all this out. You open the switch up, but if you hit it here, it's going to tear things up, or it's going to mess things up. So, what you want to do is turn back the clock and try to do it another way. Now, fortunately, I run into rat monkeys and it interrupts my train of thought. Now, you can go back up here, and in essence, it's reset the puzzle, but the rocks you blew up are still blown up, so it makes travel a little bit easier. Now, what you'll really want to do with this is use hand pan to hit the switch after you're past that barrier. Then you can go back through here and start going into picking up other stuff. So I'm going to roll back through and see if I can grab some of these things that we might have missed. Alright, we've got a new enemy here actually. I don't think I really expected a new enemy here, but oh well. Anyway, this enemy, after he finishes ambushing us, is the Impusa. Now, this one I'm going to go ahead and try to chunk fire at and see if this guy ends up being prey to the same element issues that we've seen with the Apelos. This body power steel basically is an HP steel attack. And it can be really dangerous. I mean, I'm going to have to heal, we're definitely going to have to heal Rudy before this battle's over with. Otherwise, he's going to be dead Rudy, and then we're going to be in trouble. Fortunately, though, the fire wasn't a weakness, but it did take one of them out, so it'll make things a little bit easier just in case things try to go haywire in a moment. Unfortunately, they didn't. That's good. Okay. So, new enemy. I didn't really see that when I was looking up stuff beforehand, so my apologies. But let's go ahead and get healed up here, because we're getting relatively close to a breaking point if we're not careful. Oh goody, I can cheat and jump down here. Hehehe. Alright, grab that treasure chest that we were missing, and that pretty much takes care of the puzzle in this room. So I'm going to go ahead and run back and see if we can get to continuing. Or at least to the next room, anyway. Alrighty, more pill bugs there, so not really, again, much to write home about. Now, I'm going to make my way in here, and since this episode's run a little bit long, I think I'm going to go ahead and close it off here. So, next time on Wild Arms, we're going to finish up Lolithia's tomb and see if we can find ourselves some treasure or some power or whatever these guys are looking for. So, thank you guys for joining me, and I will see y'all later.